Hello. Welcome to Stardew Valley. Well, welcome to my farm in Stardew Valley. I started playing Stardew Valley while I had some time off from Christmas vacation, and I love this game. It has been so much fun, totally relaxing. This is my character, Farmer Todd, and this is my house. And let me introduce you to my wife, Maru. She fiddled around in her workshop and she made something for me. Oh my gosh, what did you make? She made me a warp totem to the farm. A warp totem that will bring me home that'll teleport me home. So thank you, Maru. This is so if you've ever played a farming simulator game, like Story of Seasons on the 3DS, that's what this is. It's a farming simulator. You are a character, a person who comes to live on a farm, to get back to the simple life, because working at your big corporate job at Joja Cola was just too stressful. So you inherited a farm from your grandpa, and you came to work here to live the simple life, and it's been great. Let's see. Oh, my good friend Caroline, who lives in the city, sent me a recipe for parsnip soup. Thank you, Caroline. Oh, more mail. Let's see. Oh, and my friend Robin sent me a recipe for pumpkin soup. Oh, that's nice. All right, it's raining, which is actually kind of awesome. Let me harvest my salmonberry jellies here, and we're just going to dump them in here to sell them. Okay, so this is the second year in game. I've been playing this game for like 40, 50 hours, and in that time we've gone through. You started the very first day of spring, harvesting my crops, and we've gone through the very first day of spring. We've gone through the second. We've gone through the first month. The first month is spring. Every season is just 1 month. So we went through the season of spring, the month of spring. We went through summer, went through fall, went through winter, and then we went through the second year of spring, and now we're in the second year of summer. So I've been playing for a while. My maple syrup is ready. My pine tar is ready. I need pine tar for building things. Maple syrup can be used in building beehives, actually. I'm going to hold on to it. So there's a lot going on. Like, this is not a great episode to teach you the basics, because I am way past the beginning. I am deep. I have gone deep into this game. You start out single, and the people in town don't know you, and I just introduced you to my wife. So obviously I've been playing long enough to make friends and have romances and get married and all that jazz. So I'm in here pretty deep, and this farm is. If I do say so myself, it's pretty cool. As you play, like initially, you have to water your crops by hand. Here's a field of melons that I was going to show you watering, like with your watering can, except it's raining today, so I don't need to water anything. But anyway, normally you have to water them all by hand like I just did with the watering can. I have invented sprinklers that water the plants for me. Originally, you get kind of stupid sprinklers that only water the left, the right, the top, and the bottom, and then you eventually invent better sprinklers that do all 8 squares around it. There's a third level of sprinkler that I don't have yet that would do even beyond just what is immediately adjacent to the sprinkler. So that's like, after all this time, there's a lot of things I haven't gotten yet, things I haven't invented. Let's go see how the chickens are doing. I left the door open last night. I am sorry, chickens. And duck. And little dinosaur. Little dinosaur guy. You can open if the chickens have to stay inside, you can feed them hay. But yesterday was a bright sunny day, so I'd open this door here and I'd let them outside. So they could eat the grass, and which they like being outside. But I didn't close the door last night, which I believe they dislike it when you don't close the door. So sorry. Got my cheese and my goat cheese. So here, basically, close the barn door as well. Close door, thank you. in my barn. Got my cows. Gonna milk my cows. Got a large milk. Got a goat. Gonna milk my goat. So you've got livestock. They also have hay because they were outside yesterday eating grass, so they didn't eat their hay. Don't need to restock that. So I'm just going to take this milk I got from them. I'm going to stick them in my cheese making machine, my cheese press. And you saw me put eggs in this mayonnaise machine, so that's going to make some mayonnaise. Okay, so a lot of times when you get a product, you can sell it. Like, here's some coffee beans. You can sell the product you get and make a certain amount of money. Is my wheat ready? My wheat is ready! I'm going to harvest my wheat. So I could sell the wheat. I could go over to this box and I could dump it in here and I could make a certain amount of money. Oh my gosh. But I'm going to do that with the mayonnaise and the cheese. But if you do something to refine it, like look at this, my kegs have finished making salmon berry wine. If you refine these products, they're worth more. So this is perfect. Now my kegs are available. I'm going to take my coffee beans and I'm going to stick them in this keg. This keg's going to turn these coffee beans into, surprisingly enough, coffee. And the coffee will sell for more money. It takes 5 coffee beans to make a coffee in the keg, and 1 cup of coffee sells for more than 5 coffee beans. So the whole thing is, if you refine your products, they sell for more. So it's never good to sell a raw fruit, vegetable, or animal product. It's always better if you can do something to turn it into cheese or milk or wine. That's always going to be better. Now I've got some more kegs and preserve jars available. So I organized these storage chests by season. Light green, kind of bluish, is spring. Green is summer. Brown is fall. White is winter. Blue is my fish barrel. All of my fish stuff goes in blue. Anyway, let's grab, let's see. You know, I bet, well, okay. I'm just going to grab some wheat for the keg. I'm going to put wheat in the kegs, and that'll make beer. Which I always keep some beer on me because I like to make friends with the people who live in here, and they all drink a lot of beer. They will all become your best friend if you give them beer. And okay, from spring, I try to hold on to little bits and pieces of everything in case people want things later. Try to keep some stuff on hand. Also, you never know when it's going to be good for cooking and stuff. You know what? I'm going to take 4 oranges. I've got, this is my tree grove over here. I've got 2 orange trees that produce oranges in the summertime. I've got an apple tree that produces apples in the fall, and a cherry tree that produces cherries in the spring. Okay, so I'm going to dump some oranges in these preserves jars. That's going to turn the oranges into orange jelly, I think. Or else was it orange jam? I think it was orange jelly. And I'm going to stick wheat in the kegs, which obviously makes beer. There's also hops, which I'm growing, as a matter of fact. You can put hops in there and make pale ales. And you can put oranges in there, and I think it makes orange juice. But you can put a lot of fruits and vegetables in there, and it'll just make the juice of whatever you put in there. Now I have 8 spots available for wheat. So I might have some seeds in here already, but another way I can do this is I can put, I've invented a seed maker, so I can take some of the wheat that I harvested, I can stick it in my seed maker, and it will create seeds for me after a certain amount of time. There we go. This one's pretty quick. So I put 1 wheat in and it made me 2 seeds. It can make up to 3 seeds. And if it gives me 3, then that's a pretty good return on my investment. I'm really excited for these melons. There we go. Here's another. Boop, boop. I'm going to put that in there. Only got 1. Sweet. Now I need 5-star melons for a community project. It's a thingamajig. But I've read on the internet that if you have a lot of melons close together, 3 by 3, they can grow together into a super melon. And that's what I'm trying to do here. I planted a whole bunch of melons side by side in an effort to hopefully get a giant super melon. But also just that sheer quantity of melons will sell for a lot of money and gives me a good chance of getting a gold star melon. which I need for a community center project, which, if you're unfamiliar with the game, it's just a way that if you get collections of things, you can get special magic bonuses and stuff. Now, Maru was originally single. Oh, I didn't mean to give you wheat, because you don't even like wheat. I'm sorry. Oh, for a while she was building a robot husband, but you're a lot more fun. Well, thank you. You're more fun than a robot wife, too. So this is her room right here next to the bedroom. She's a scientist, and she's into astronomy. She built a robot. She's super cool. That's kind of why I chose her as the lady I wanted to marry. There are, I think, 5. There are 5 single ladies and 5 single dudes. There's also Emily, Leah, Penny, there's somebody else. Oh, Abigail. As you get, as you become better friends with the people in town, you get hearts, and it's not just the ladies you're trying to date; it's everybody. Demetrius is Maru's dad. I've got him up to 6 hearts, I guess. Figured if I was going to marry his daughter, I should try to be friends with him too. So I've given him lots of gifts. Anyway, there's a dwarf. I just met the dwarf in the cave. I just barely learned how to speak his language. So I haven't become very close to him because I only just learned how to speak his language. But now that I know how to talk to him, I think we'll become best friends. No, don't drink the coffee, sell the coffee. Put the coffee in there and sell it. Okay, I gave Maru one of my wheats. I don't think she likes wheat. They all have, everybody in town has different things that they like or don't like. Oh, it's 5:30. It's too late to go into town and buy seeds. I've spent so long talking to you guys about how to play the game that I've missed my chance to go buy seeds from the store. Now I have to rely on the seed maker. So here is the town, and there's a whole bunch of people. Maru actually works in the clinic there on Tuesdays and Thursdays as a nurse. This is Pierre's store. If you get here before 5 p.m., it's open and you can buy seeds from. Summer is a good time to eat a refreshing salad, don't you think? It is, and I know the recipe for salad. So I can make a salad from all the things I grow on my farm. Here, Pierre, have a beer. That's very kind of you. I like this. You are welcome. Please remember what good friends we are the next time I buy things from you, and maybe give me the friends and family discount, because we're tight. We're best buds. There's a lot more than just that farm. There's a whole village here and people's houses and stuff. This is the house of Jody, and her husband Kent just came back from the war. Hi, Kent. Jody tells me you've really become a part of this community. I'm glad to hear it. I have done my best. Here, buddy, have a beer. Hey, now this is a really great gift. Thanks. So that'll improve my heart situation with him a little bit. I don't have a lot of hearts with him because he was gone for the first year. There we go. I've only got him up to 2. He was gone for the whole first year. He only came back at the, I think it was the beginning of spring. And so I was like, oh, hey, good to meet you, buddy. Let's become friends. Oh, hey, an event. Oh, my goodness. A thing is happening, Shane. Shane is, he's one of the young people who lives here. He actually works at Joja Mart, which is a just mindless corporation and also a giant store, some kind of grocery store. Anyway, he's unhappy with his life. And now it looks like, oh my gosh, what a dramatic event to have happen while I'm recording. He's apologizing. Todd, I'm sorry. Well, my life. It's a pathetic joke. Look at me. No, it's not. It's not a joke. You're young. You have a job in retail. I mean, working in retail is lame, but why do I even try? But everybody starts out with bad jobs when they're young. You'll get better jobs as you get older. It's fine. You're going to be fine. I'm too small and stupid to take control of my life. Oh, don't talk like that, Shane. Shane's had problems. He's not doing super good. You're gonna be fine though, Shane. You'll get a better job when you get older. You got to get some job experience, get a good resume, then look for better jobs and slowly work your way up. It'll be fine. Here's a chance to finally take control of my life. These cliffs. Oh, this is dark. The game's not usually this dark. Shane is going through some stuff. My gosh. I'm too scared, too anxious to... No! Oh my goodness. The game is usually very light and cheerful and happy. That's one of the reasons I like about it. It's a very uplifting, cheerful game. This is like the darkest, saddest thing that's ever happened in this game. Good grief. Yeah, well, all you do is work, sleep, and drink. Well, you should probably stop drinking. The drinking's not helping. Working and sleeping is fine. Now, when I was working for Joja and was feeling down, instead of trying to commit suicide, what I did was I got a farm and became a farmer. And I've been super happy ever since then. Really, you just need a change of pace. Stop working at the Joja. Find another job. Okay. Let's see. So now I can say something. Because there's so much to live for. That sounds like a good one. Or Jazz, his niece, I think she is. I don't think she's his sister. I think she's his niece. Anyway, Jazz needs you. You're like a father to her. Or option 3, it would be a sin. Option 4, the decision is your own. Just know I'm here for you. Wow, this is heavy. Okay, I feel like saying, I like saying, know that I'm here for you. That sounds good, but the decision is your own. I don't like that. I want to say, you have so much to live for, and I'm here for you. I don't know. Now, a lot of times you can look on the internet and just like find out which one would be the best answer, but oh my goodness. You know what? I'm going to say because there's so much to live for, because I am loving my life on a farm. My character just married Maru like 4 days ago, so he's high on life. He's happy as a clam. He's like, there's so much to live for. Just get a farm. Oh no. Maybe for you, but not for me. Oh my goodness, this is going super bad. That didn't work. No, for you too. Yes, okay, he said, I think you should take me to the hospital now. And I'm like, yes, okay, let's do that. The hospital's an actual place in town. It's the clinic that Maru works at, so. As a nurse, but this is the doctor guy. She just works there part-time. She likes to build stuff. I think that's why she's not going into medicine full-time. She wants to be an inventor like her dad. I've pumped his stomach and rehydrated his body. He's going to be okay. It's good that you brought him in, though. Oh, yeah, I'm glad he's okay. Too much alcohol is terrible for the body, but right now I'm most worried about his mental health. Yeah, you and me both, Doc. You and me both. Huh. Okay. Life can be pain. Okay, so he's talking about I'm sorry, I should have read that. I'm getting so caught up in this is a serious storyline. Anyway, he was saying that he knows a counselor in Zuzu City that he's going to refer Shane to. Life can be painful sometimes, but there's always hope for a better future. You've got to believe in that. That's what I was telling him. Dude, he should get a farm. I was sad when I worked at Joja Cola too. Then I got a farm, and now life is great. You should get a farm. Like, not here, because I don't want him to compete with me, with my farm, but he should go somewhere else and get a farm. That is the answer to all of his problems, I'm sure. And I'm sure that everything going great for me has nothing to do with me being the main character. I just think farms are cool. That's the takeaway here. Alright, my mayonnaise and my cheese is ready. So I'm just going to go ahead and pop this other egg in there. Oh no, one of my blueberry plants died. Oh, that's lame. Okay, man, I am sorry guys. Usually this game is so bright and cheerful. That was a weirdly dark little story thing. There's little cutscenes like that happen periodically with the different characters as one of the reasons to improve their hearts. How much they like you, and by giving them gifts and stuff, is that you unlock their storyline. As they like you more, you see more of their storylines and you get more things. Okay, so I'm going to replant some wheat down here. And tomorrow I'm going to go into town and buy 8 more wheat seeds to replant those fields. Because I don't want to use up all of the wheat that I harvested on seeds. Well, I'll buy 6 more because I've got 2 here. I want to keep some of the wheat that I harvested to turn into beer or to sell. I may have to stop giving Shane beer as presents, though. I don't feel right now. Giving him alcohol. Like, it's his most favorite thing in the world, and he loves it, and it makes him really happy. Well, actually, it's not his favorite thing, I guess, but it's one of the things he likes. I need to put another thing in that keg. I wonder if I can make tomato juice. That sounds good. I bet I can. The kegs are good for more than just alcohol. You can put vegetables in there and fruit. And there we go. Yeah, I put a tomato in there. I bet that'll give me tomato juice. So anyway, yeah, you get these little cutscenes and these storylines and everything. And so that's one of the neat things about this game is finding out everybody's like life stories. You get to know them. I hope Shane ends up with a happy ending. I'm sure it will. Yeah, I got Shane up to 8 hearts, which is the most you can get without like falling in love with him. And since I'm married to Maru now, I'm not going to be falling in love with anybody else. So I guess that was the climax of his big story arc was that. But I hope there's more to his story about him having a happy ending and everything working out. Anyway, Maru, whoa, let me tell you about the day I've had. Everything was fine until I bumped into Shane by the cliffs. Were you able to accomplish much today, hon? Yeah. I made a lot of cheese and mayonnaise, and I harvested my wheat, and everything was great on the farm. But let me tell you about Shane. He's going through some stuff. I tried to fix up things around the house, just little stuff. Okay, well, that's nice. She is a scientist. That's how I picked her from the other ladies, and she likes to build things. Anyway, that's pretty much... That's a kind of a random day in the game. It was surprisingly dramatic. Geez, I wonder if I should even show this episode, or if I should record tomorrow's episode, or tomorrow, and delete this one, because I kind of feel bad about putting that dark, depressing storyline out there. But most of the stories are really nice, and cheerful, and happy, and not suicide-y. Anyway... I'm going to go to bed. It's 10:30 p.m. I usually stay up a little later, but I don't know. I'm kind of depressed. So now, as you go to bed, it shows you all the things that have happened, and how your money's done. I made 5,148 G, which I think is gold. So anyway, the salmonberry jelly that I harvested and the salmonberry wine sold for 336 and 105. The salmonberry doesn't sell for much. And when you turn salmon berries into jellies or wines, they sell for more. But the salmon berries are just a really low quality berry because you just pick them randomly. And at some point in the spring, they just all blossom out in the wild. And so you just pick them. You don't actually have to grow them on the farm. So I guess because they're so easy, they're free. You don't do anything. You just have to go pick them up when they... Anyway, because they're easy, I suppose is why they're not worth much. But then things like my duck mayonnaise and my goat cheese sold for over 500 gold a piece. I sold 5 gold star mayonnaises for almost $2,000. So really a pretty profitable day altogether. My coffee only sold for 150 gold, but I only sold 1 cup of coffee. 150 gold for 1 cup of coffee is pretty good. Anyway, that's pretty much the game. Thank you for watching, everybody. Thank you and good night.